Once we obtained our first Volvo, we felt confident in the brand and wanted to upsize to the XC60, and that's what we were in during the collision. We think that the XC60 essentially saved our lives.
What do you remember? What's your kind of recollection of what happened?
On September 1st, 2019, at approximately 12:30 in the afternoon, my husband and I were on our way out to Lac St. It was a warm, sunny day, and road conditions were dry. So I was driving and proceeded onto Highway 16 West and then turned onto Highway 43 and noticed up ahead in the distance some emergency flashing lights. And my husband and I spoke about that and realized that there was something untoward happening ahead of us, and we kept that in our thoughts, that we would need to proceed with caution as we approached. We went approximately half a kilometer to a kilometer ahead, and all I remember, the last that I remember prior to the collision, was that I had looked ahead and seen emergency flashing lights and continued proceeding on the highway.
And suddenly we started getting notification from RCMP to go over to the right side of the highway. Someone was coming down that highway the wrong way. That's why they were there. And so Brenda just went from left lane to the right lane slowly. And there was oil tanker parked already. And we were just coming behind them, but we weren't that close. And then suddenly, boom, we got hit.
This vehicle that hit us from behind was going 100 kilometers an hour, and it was a semi-trailer that hit us. So that severe, heavy weight caused a huge impact that crumpled the back of our vehicle.
Once we got hit, thank God we weren't close to that semi. We got shot into the ditch. So my car is going like, 360, and we're facing now, we were going north, we were facing south. And I mean, the car was still running when and the ditch wasn't very steep, so it was shallow. Yeah, and I have AS, ankylosing spondylitis, a type of arthritis. Well, when we got hit, the seat reclined back, right? I guess that's the way the cars operate. But they sensed something was coming, and the seat belts just tightened right up. So we got hit, and I mean, it was instant, back. And I took my seatbelt off because I had a hard time breathing. And I don't know, what is it, OnStar? I don't know if that's what Volvo has. But they automatically connected to my car, that the car was in an accident. RCMP came down the ditch, and he asked me, he says, "Did you have your seatbelt on?" I says, "Yeah." I said, "I can't breathe here," and then I started breathing a lot better. And I says, "What happened?" He says, "Well, you were in an accident." I go, "What?" Because we didn't even see this thing coming, right? The semi. And then, they took me to the hospital by ambulance. That was a rough ride.
I don't remember anything about the collision. I have no recall from that initial point of turning onto Highway 43 until the point in time when I was on a stretcher and placed into a helicopter, STARS, to transport me to the hospital. And so in terms of the collision itself, I blacked out completely. I was unconscious. Some people thought that I may have expired because they couldn't feel a pulse, and apparently a couple people from my husband's account came to me and began performing CPR. And then it was after that point that they radioed ahead and brought air ambulance to transport me. My husband and I attended the auto wreckers, and they took us to our vehicle. When we approached, I saw the back end of our vehicle was completely demolished. The front part of our vehicle was completely intact and looked like a brand new vehicle, and the back was completely gone. It was shocking. It was shocking to see the extent of the damage and to know that we were in the vehicle that sustained that kind of damage, and that we walked out after our hospitalization, were able to walk away from that without permanent disabilities. We did feel it, and we had some injury as a result, but it was not, no whiplash was experienced at all. No headaches, no typical whiplash injuries. So safety is the number one priority for us, and we are living examples of how important that is. But I believe the Volvo itself, because of its safety, inherent safety record, really minimized the injury impact to us.
Can you put a price on safety?
No, I would never compromise. Safety.
Complete that sentence.
Safety is of utmost importance to me, and I would never override safety for some smaller vehicle at a discounted price.
Would you consider Volvos again in the future just because of your experience?
Oh yeah. What we went through, thank God we had it. Like, it was a Volvo. The way they're always every year changing and adding. I've been reading about it, like the seats.
Oh, it's crazy, yeah.
The seats for juniors, for adults, and how they operate. When you get hit, it's not gonna destroy your body, right? For me, I could care less what gas is at, price wise.
Oh yeah.
I want to get home.
Yeah.
My life is more important than a couple of gallons of gas.